Hello students, welcome to this class. Today we will deal with lesson number 9, Bholi. Let's say something about the author. Khwaja Ahmad Abbas was born on the 7th of June 1914 in Panipat. He was a famous Indian film director, novelist, screenwriter and journalist in Urdu, Hindi and English languages. He was the maker of the films like SW Hindustani 1969 and Do Boond Pani, which won the National Film Award for the Best Feature Film on National Integration. He wrote screen scripts of the best of Raj Kapoor's films like Avara, Shri 420, Mera Naam Joker and Bobby. He died on the 1st of June 1987 in Mumbai. Now let me give you a short introduction to the lesson. This is the story of a little girl named Bholi, a simpleton or a foolish person who stammered and who was a slow learner. She fell down from the cot in the childhood and a part of her brain was damaged. But the girl achieved what seemed to be impossible. She proved herself a real heroine finally when she took some serious decisions. Now let's talk about the summary of the whole lesson. Ramlal was the Nambardar, a government official of a village. He had 4 daughters and 3 sons. All his daughters were very beautiful and healthy. But his youngest daughter, Sulekha, was a backward child. When she was 10 months old, she fell down from the cot and a part of her brain was damaged. When she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox, that is chicken pox. As a result, her face was permanently disfigured by deep black pock marks. Pock marks are the marks that one gets after one gets smallpox. She started speaking at the age of 5 years, but she stammered, that is, stuttered. In other words, she had some difficulty in speaking. So everyone called her Bholi, a foolish child or girl. She was considered as a witless fool even by her own parents, her sisters and brothers. Witless means without intelligence. None cared for her. Ramlal's eldest daughter, Radha, had already been married. The second daughter, Mangla's marriage had already been settled. Ramlal was worried only about Bholi. Luckily, a primary school for girls was opened in the village. The Tahsildar Sahib, that is, district collector, came to perform its opening ceremony. He asked Ramlal to set an example to the villagers by sending his daughters to school. Both Ramlal and his wife were not in favor of girl education. But Ramlal had no courage to disobey the Tahsildar. His wife said, "It is better to send Bholi, as there is little chance of her getting married due to her ugly face." So they decided to send Bholi to school. The next day, Ramlal asked Bholi to go to school with him, but she did not know anything about school. She was frightened, so she refused to go to school. Yet, Ramlal asked his wife to give her some decent clothes. New clothes had never been made for Bholi, but that day she was lucky to receive a clean dress. She was even bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. She thought that she was being taken to a place better than her house. When they reached the school, Bholi saw many girls of her age in the rooms. The headmistress asked Bholi to sit down in a corner in one of the classrooms. The lady teacher in the class was very good and understanding. The teacher asked her about her name, but she couldn't speak her full name, so she began to weep. When the school was off for the day, the teacher asked Bholi to come the next day again. She nodded. She said yes. Bholi soon became familiar to the teacher. The teacher really drove out her sense of fear. Now she began to speak without stammering. Day by day, Bholi grew up. She had passed many classes. Thereafter, her father got a marriage proposal for her from Bishember Nav, who was a rich grocer from the neighboring village. He was about 50 years old. Moreover, he limped while walking. In other words, he was lame. He was not able to walk properly. He had children from his earlier wife. Ramlal accepted the proposal, thinking that if he did not do so, his daughter, Bholi, might remain unmarried throughout her life. December came with great pomp and show for the wedding. Everybody was filled with joy. All the friends and relatives of Ramlal and December were present there to celebrate the wedding ceremony. Bholi, dressed in red, was brought to the bride's place near the sacred fire. When December was about to put the garland around Bholi's neck, a lady pulled back Bholi's veil. December saw Bholi's face covered with pockmarks. He refused to marry her. After many requests, he agreed, but on a condition that Ramlal should give him 5,000 rupees as a dowry. Ramlal put the bundle of 5,000 rupees at December's feet. December was feeling victorious, thinking that he was able to win both the girl and money. He raised the garland to place it around the bride's neck, but Bholi struck the garland away. Bholi said that she would not marry such a mean, greedy, and contemptible man. Contemptible means having no value and deserving no respect at all. Ramlal was full of shame and grief. But Bholi consoled him that she would serve them in their old age. And she said that she would teach in the same very school where she got the education. That's all for now. Thank you.